Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. Do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel, guys. I try to upload gaming content like this on a regular basis. And if you guys enjoy this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. But with that said, today's video, I wanted to show you guys all of my gaming pickups for the month of October. It was a really cool month for games and for pickups. Not as crazy as last month. September was just awesome. So many cool things came out in September, and it cost me a lot of money. And if you haven't seen that September pickups video, go check that out because, man, that is cool. But this month definitely grounded more in reality and more within my budget. I picked up a bunch of cool stuff, and I want you guys to check it out with me. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so this right here, the 6-button arcade pad with the USB for the Sega Genesis Mini, the 6-button controller. I have it right here. This thing is really comfortable and an awesome controller. You can use it on different systems besides the Mini, Nintendo Switch, on PC, and pretty much anything that takes a USB input. This is a really comfortable controller. Retrobit did an excellent job on this, and this kind of trickles from my September video a little bit. I didn't get this till October though. I actually had this pre-ordered from GameStop and was supposed to get it the day of the Sega Genesis Mini, and I never got it. They actually sent it really late, so unfortunately it took them a while, but I'm glad I got it because, man, this is a quality controller. And I love this box. I actually have it displayed in my game room. It just looks awesome, and definitely they captured the look of the time. So really glad to add that to the collection. And I also picked up a new Amiibo. I was actually shocked to see this one. Now this is the Ocarina of Time Link. I already did have this one, but I actually had to order it from eBay. I had never seen any of... Well, there's a couple of them that I'd never seen in the wild, and this was one of them. So I was shocked when I went into GameStop the one day and found this. They had two of them. I would have took both of them because I just love this version of Link. I would have took both of them, but I just didn't have the money on me. So I did get the one, and like I said, I already have one of these, but this is a variant of it. Actually, this is a second or whatever release of them. They actually re-released them, and there's a couple other ones floating around that I haven't seen. I would love to see the Majora's Mask one. I already have that one too. I actually have all the Zelda Amiibos, but one of my favorite one is actually the Majora's Mask Amiibo of Link with the Goron mask. I just love the way that young Link looks in that. It is so cool looking holding the mask. So really happy that I actually found this and was able to just pay $12.99 for it, because I paid a little more than that off of eBay, unfortunately, but that's how these things go. If you really want something, sometimes you're going to pay for it. And I got some retro pickups here, some older stuff. Wii U, not super retro, but Mighty No. 9. I actually picked this up because it was so cheap, and it was complete and in really good shape. So I didn't realize that I already had a copy of this though. So when I got home, I looked in my collection, and I did already have a complete copy of this in really good shape. But if anything, I rescued it from GameStop, because stuff can get pretty beat up there, especially when it's already in good shape. And I also picked up a Nintendo GameCube Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This is a really fun Sonic game. I'm really happy with getting this from GameStop. This is another one that was complete, and it's in pretty good shape. Not perfect or nothing, but definitely not in bad shape by any means. And this game plays so good. It has an arcade feel to it. So I had a lot of fun playing this. I actually used my GC HD, my Mark II, that plays or displays certain GameCube games in 480p through a HDMI cable, and it really made this game look so much better. And man, did this game look great on my monitor and on my TV. I had a lot of fun playing it. There's actually I have a video playing it, and it was just a blast, honestly. So go check that video out if you haven't seen it. So let's see. The next, I got a couple games for the big two consoles. Xbox One, Borderlands 3. I got to play on my One X. And you know, this one I got pre-owned because it was like just came out like a couple weeks before I got it pre-owned. I was actually shocked that there was already a you know, returned copy that was in such good shape, because I mean the game was brand new. So the copy I got looked like it was brand new, so I didn't mind paying less for it. You know, this is actually a pretty fun game. I haven't made a video on this yet, but I do really like this game, and I have put some time into it. Actually, me and my daughter have been playing this in split-screen co-op. The one thing I gotta say about that, though, besides that it is a lot of fun, the frame drops in the split screen are just horrendous. It almost takes you out of the gaming experience because of the slowdown. It's so bad at times. And it's real unfortunate, too, because this game is so much fun. And, you know, could be really, really good if, you know, it didn't slow down so bad. So that's pretty unfortunate, but still it's a fun game. And hopefully that stuff will get fixed with some, you know, some updates. Hopefully we'll get a patch for that soon. And recently I got this, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I really, really love this campaign in this. I actually skipped the last Call of Duty game. That was the first one I ever skipped, only because it didn't have a campaign, because I really like the Call of Duty campaigns, and that's pretty much for me the main reason why I picked these games up. And this one, besides at least having one, which already made me happy, the campaign in this one was my absolute favorite. Even though it was really, really, really short, I'm fine with that, because otherwise it probably would have been a bunch of filler, and I could just do without the filler. I don't mind a game to be short if it's just really well done and just a great story and well executed, and this was that. Like I said, I think there would have been a bunch of filler if they tried to pad the game out, and it probably would have made me actually like it a little bit less. So I'm kind of glad they did that. Plus, you know, too, I don't have to spend, you know, 30, 40 hours into this game. I mean, there's so many games that I have to do that. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just have a nice short story that, you know, gets to the point and, you know, gets in, out, and done, and leaves an impact. That was this Call of Duty. So really like this pickup, and can't wait to play this again. Go through the campaign on the realistic mode where you get rid of the HUD and all that stuff. So definitely going to be doing that shortly. So next one I want to show you guys is The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. This is a fantastic port for Nintendo Switch. I was so happy to see that the gameplay of this was all there on the little cartridge, and it performs well enough that it's worth playing and worth the pickup. I mean, obviously there's going to be visual downgrades in this because it is playing on mobile tech, especially outdated at this point, outdated mobile tech. So the fact that this game is playing on the Nintendo Switch and the whole game is there, I want to say I put the cartridge in, turned it on, and played. I had to download no patches, no updates, nothing. I just put the cartridge in, turned it on, and started the game. And I miss that so much with, you know, just how it used to be. I mean, that's how it used to be back in the day. We just got a game, put it in your system, and it just worked. You didn't have to wait to play it. And that's how this was. And CD Projekt Red gave us a bunch of extra goodies inside this box, which is awesome. Stickers, you know, just like a little pamphlet that, you know, shows a bunch of art and backstory into The Witcher, and, you know, just all the lore and stuff. So I really appreciate that they did that, and that the whole game and all the DLC and everything is on this little cart. So that is really awesome. And definitely I'm happy to give CD Projekt Red my money because this is a fantastic game. If you've never played The Witcher on any system, go pick it up. Even if you get a used copy on one of the other systems, I think it's definitely worth your time. It is a long game, but you definitely get your money's worth, that's for sure. And it's fantastic storytelling. Alright, so let's see here. So I also got Freedom Planet, which is a limited run game. I have a video on that as well as The Witcher. And you know, this is a fun Sonic the Hedgehog style game, but the graphics remind me more of like maybe Sega Saturn or something, because they're definitely a little too nice looking and just fluent and everything for the Sega Genesis. This is definitely a fun game. I had a blast playing it. I loved making the video. That was actually the first time I played it, and it was so much fun. It came with the little card, and this took me a while to get. I actually bought this back in, I want to say, sometime in the spring. I think early spring. And that led me to remember about another game I picked up that I recently did a video on. And that is no other than Celeste. Another limited run game. Came with this, you know, card. And it also came with this. That let me know that it took so long to get this game because they wanted to include the DLC that actually came out this, I guess it was this last September. So the DLC, I guess, evidently just came out. So supposedly, according to this, they wanted to give you the full game in its entirety. So here it is. It basically says, normally our products don't take this long, and we hope you'll consider buying from us again. And yeah, wow, it took a long time. I mean, it took a year, almost a full year for me to get this game. I ordered this like I think it was last December or January. So I finally got it. So at least I finally am holding it in my hands because I paid for it that long ago. But I got another title, Ukulele and the Impossible Layer. And it's crazy because the first Ukulele game was actually published or whatever, or released by Limited Run. But this one was put out by a different team. I guess it was released by Team 17. And this Ukulele game is a lot better than the first one. This one models after like Donkey Kong Country, and it's a lot of fun. This is way, way better than the first Ukulele, even though it uses all like similar characters and everything, which I think is totally fine. That one was going after a Banjo-Kazooie style. This one totally goes after Donkey Kong Country, and I think that they nailed it. I think this game's a lot of fun. I think the music is cool, and they do some things that are a little bit different in this game that maybe I haven't really seen. Things that they do with the storybook. You can add like things into this book, and it changes the world. It's pretty interesting, and this game is a lot of fun, and it's definitely a good-looking game too. All right. So let's see. So I also, just in time for Christmas, got Ghostbusters. That came out, I believe, in sometime in the beginning of October. This remaster. This is a great game. I had a lot of fun playing this remastered version. It's definitely a good-looking game, and it plays very well on the Nintendo Switch. The last time Nintendo had this game, I actually have it out because I was playing it. The last time Nintendo had this game, they actually had it on the Wii, and they had to change the graphics because it wouldn't it wouldn't run the game with the realistic look. Crazy looking face on there. Hopefully the camera picks that up. But yeah, it couldn't run the game with the realistic looking graphics. So this time they were able to run the game, and it looks fantastic. The game plays really smooth. I've been having a blast playing this game. It's basically a Ghostbusters 3 movie, so a lot of fun here, a lot of fun. And this is a budget title, so it's not going to break your break the bank or nothing. And just right at Halloween, we had Luigi's Mansion 3, and this Luigi's game is absolutely fantastic. This is by far my favorite Luigi's Mansion game. There's so much to do here. The world is so interactive, and playing with Gooigi is just a lot of fun. It opens up so much more to the game with like puzzle mechanics, and the co-op is seamless. I mean, you can jump in and out of co-op with just going into the settings and selecting co-op or single player, and it's just that easy. Anywhere in the game, you can just do that. I've been playing this with my son in co-op and having a blast. He absolutely loves this game because Luigi's his favorite Nintendo character. And, you know, I have a video on this. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. This game is a blast to play. You know, if you have kids, go pick this up because it's a great game to play with them, and it's just such a charming game. You know, that's the best word to describe this game, in my opinion, is just charming. All the facial expressions that Luigi has in this game, the cute characters, and just even the graphics and the lighting effects. This is one of the best looking games on the Switch. I mean, it's up there with a bunch of others, but this is definitely at the top, that's for sure. A really great game, and I kind of messaged with somebody today, and we're kind of back and forth about this game being memorable, that it came out on Halloween, and that is absolutely true. That's one for the books. This will definitely be remembered that it released on Halloween. Super cool and a fantastic game. And last but not least, the bigger one, the Ring Fit Adventure. This ring here was pretty strange when I first seen it. I did think it was definitely interesting, but I didn't know if it was something that was for me. I'm not really into fitness, so I was on the fence if I should pick this up or not. And I seen that early reviewers were reviewing this pretty high. I was actually surprised that it was another one that's out. I've been playing this too. But yeah, another one that's been reviewing pretty good. Even since it's launched, it's actually reviewing pretty high. I just hope Nintendo does other games with the Ring Fit, because I think it'd be a shame to, you know, have this peripheral just locked onto the one game. Even though this game is cool, I think they could do a lot of other cool stuff with this. This is an absolutely fantastic way to exercise. It's just a lot of fun. I had a blast playing it, and I have a video on this, and in the video I actually sat down, but I wanted to stand up really bad the whole time. It just made me want to stand up, because I could tell it'd be so much easier to do it standing up, and it is a lot more fun standing up. I mean, you know, it's cool because when you do certain movements, it does things in-game, and I think the way that they set it up, it just works really good. And even though you're working out, in a way, it kind of tricks you. It tricks you into working out, and I do like that. And some of the things don't feel like too much like working out, but you know, others do. And depending on the difficulty, this thing will wear you out. You definitely want to start out probably at easy unless you're very fit already and exercise pretty heavily. So that's my recommendation if you pick this up or are thinking about picking it up. If you get it, start at easy. Unless you're, you know, like I said, a big fitness buff, then maybe start at medium to hard. But I'm glad I didn't start at medium or hard. I can tell you that. Easy's definitely good enough for me because it's still, it's enough where I feel like I'm getting a little bit of an exercise, but I'm able to have a blast playing it. So Ring Fit Adventure, definitely different. It is quirky, but it is a lot of fun. And, you know, the game doesn't look too bad either, you know, and there's mini games and stuff. There's just a bunch going on here. And like I said, the game is fun enough that it tricks you into working out. So, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, so here's everything. I put it all together. I always have a lot of fun doing this at the end of the video. I think it looks really cool to just put everything all in one shot. But what do you guys think about the video? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed checking out everything that I picked up. And, you know, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel, guys. I try to upload gaming content just like this on a regular basis. And you can also follow me on Instagram at WarTrainWins. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. But that's the video, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Thanks for watching.